You guys don't mind if I share a really good product with you, do you? From a subscriber, a family member of the Wranglerstar channel who has started a small business, and I'm a little derelict in sharing this with you. I've had this a long time and I've been meaning to share it because it's something that I've really enjoyed having and really fits a need. And this is one of the two I'm going to share with you. It's just a traditional rollout type of a tool pouch, but what's unique about it is it's made from recycled fire hose. So if you look here, and his company that he started is Recycled Firefighter. He's got that nice stamp on there. And any of you guys that have worked with double-jacketed fire hose know that there's very few things in the world that are tougher than this fire hose. But what a nice job he does. Really super heavy-duty stitching and a nice pliable nylon retaining strap that's soft. It's got a metal end on it, and it's perfect for stuff that you have on the go, like right here. This is all my kit that I take for my chainsaw kit, and to be able to secure it like this really simply with this strap is elegance of design. You get all those tools and they're kept safe and they're not going to fall out, and they're all rolled up in that really tight little compartment. He makes all types of bags and different things out of fire hoses. He even sent me a small wallet. But you can see here, this is perfect for the chainsaw kit because you've got your round file, you've got a 1/2-inch wrench, you've got your chainsaw tool, you've got a mill or a bastard file there, you've got your carburetor adjusting tool, room for that, you've got your depth gauge guides, a couple extra round files, a paint marker for marking when you're sharpening, you know, and another small file for knocking your rakers off. There's nothing else you really need for your tool kit. Everything just fits in there really perfectly. So I really enjoy that. This one's cool too. So this one here is just a zipper bag. Look at the size of that zipper. You think that's heavy duty? I don't think you could find a tougher zipper than that. YKK, all handmade. Nice loop there. You can hook it on stuff. I use this one here for keeping my Grandberg chainsaw sharpener. It fits in there just perfectly. And the extra room for extra bits in there. And I really like having these bags because it protects these tools. I can throw them in my chainsaw toolbox, and it's really nice. You can see there's the test marks from the fire hose. It's got the reflective tape on it. Neat product. I'll put a link to the Recycled Firefighter. If nothing else, you should order one of these for your chainsaw kit. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So I'm just getting my chainsaw ready here. I run on my 260. This is my favorite saw. If you're going to buy a saw and you're not hardcore woodcutter and you just need one, the 260, or it's been replaced by the 261 now, is a wonderful saw. And it will run up to a 25-inch bar. I know the man still will probably tell you that it won't run that, and it might be a little bit hard on it, but you know me, I'm 6'4", so bending over after all day long is kind of a drag. And so what I like to use the bar for is when I'm limbing, the long bar when I'm limbing and I'm doing stuff, light duty stuff. It'll completely run that 25-inch bar here. Here you go. It also is a nice saw for if you have maybe some teenage boys that you want to teach them, get them into saws. You can run a small bar like this. I don't know what this is. It's a 20 or an 18. Does it say on there? 60 teeth. I don't know exactly, but very manageable. Runs that like it. But the 25 is definitely no problem, unless you're providing. Just be aware of it. You're not going aggro and doing super hardcore work. But boy, what a good limber it is. So I've recently switched from chisel chain back to round file chain. That's kind of what I started with. No doubt the chisel chain cuts is more aggressive. If it's in perfect condition, it cuts better, no doubt. But the thing is, it's very fragile. It's kind of like a high performance engine. Man, when it's going and everything's working, nothing compares to it. But as soon as you knock off that tip, man, it's over, and you can feel it. The nice thing about the round file, it has so many advantages. When you're cutting, when you're doing the type of cutting and land clearing that I'm doing, and not necessarily just logging, you're cutting down in the dirt and you're cutting stumps and a lot of dirty stuff. The round file chain seems to me to be more durable, that it will a little bit more forgiving when you get into the grime. And the other thing is you can sharpen it in the field yourself. You can't do it. You have to have special equipment to file a chisel chain. I mean, most people don't have it, so you end up having to send it in. And I have a neighbor who's a professional saw filer for logging, big logging camps, and he's very gracious. He comes over and grabs my chains and sharpens them. But I really appreciate him doing that, but I don't want to be dependent upon that. He won't always be there, and if I need something sharpened in the field, I need to be able to do it myself. So for me, for the all-around, I think for most guys, if you're not a professional faller, the round file chain is a better way to go. I really think so. Okay. So when you're tensioning your chainsaw, boy, there's a lot of opinions. I'm stepping into it here, but here's the truth of it. I don't care what anyone says. So lift up your bar, right? Then you'll see that that's hanging down there a little bit. So get the weight off that bar and just turn this until that disappears, until that chain sucks up there. Don't go beyond, and it should be nice and snug, but you should be able to easily turn it with your hand. That's what you want. Better too loose, a little too loose than too tight. And don't over tighten these studs right here. I mean, I see guys, man, put all their weight on it. Just one hand, just snug them up. That's why there's two. And that's all you need. And then double check it. You should have a nice free chain going like that, but not overly tight.
I've seen hard times, and I've been told, isn't any wonder that I fall. Hurt brings my heart.